I'll never tell, just trust that I'll keep it locked in a cell. Never revealing no secrets you're keeping, these promises strong as a spell. I'll never tell. Yeah, I like you, that's for sure. Never have to close the door. Been a long time, a year before, and I'm missing you so bad. Gone away a month or more. Every show I go before, I need to hear that voice, cause right now feels like it's been too long. I could never let you go on thinking about those secrets you.
I won nothing and lost everything. I feel like there was something else that I needed to talk about. Oh right, LGBTQIA, right? And I'm reading Elliot Page's book at the moment, Page Boy, and it's a very well written book. Like, for someone's first book, it's insanely impressive. And so when I'm done reading that, I'm gonna make a video on, I'm gonna form an opinion about transgender and wokeism, and then after I formed an opinion, I'm gonna make a video and post my opinion to the internet. Thinking about numbers, my videos will get maybe 200, maybe 300 likes, views. And I can see the mindset of being like, oh, but from where I'm coming from, I'm like 300, 200 people? That seems like loads of people. That seems like loads of people. Like, I am so stoked on these numbers, and they're not even very impressive at all. Sitting on the floor in the supermarket. I think this one probably seems fine. I'm not sure how much it is. It's like $24. That seems like a lot for a cheap lipstick, but okay.
Yeah, I like you, that's for sure. Never have to close the door. Been a long time, a year before, and I'm missing you so bad. Gone away a month or more. Every show I go before, I need to hear that voice, cause right now feels like it's been too long. I could never let you go.
So, let me just quote Donda. So Donda says you can be in the sky and on the ground at the same time. Allanah, are you quoting Kanye's mom right now? You better believe I am. And so this is what I've done. This is my mirror, and I got lipstick and I wrote some compliments that people have said to me. And so at the top we have like, coolest chick I've ever met and the hottest girl I've ever seen. So it's like whenever I'm sad, I can just realize that, well, some people think I'm the hottest chick they've ever seen. You know, some people think I'm the coolest girl they've ever met. And then down here we have like grounded, and you're so down to earth and genuine, because that's closer to the ground. So now I can just like look in my mirror anytime I'm sad and be like, oh, but people think I'm genuine. You know, people think I'm grounded, and some people think I'm the hottest girl I've ever seen. So that one really shits me out loads. And I guess the point is to be like, well, how hard can your life be? Realistically, practically, Allanah, some people think you're the hottest girl they've ever seen. And some people think you're the coolest chick they've ever met. You know, it's hard to ever be sad again. But also, at the same time, staying grounded, holding on to faith, God, you know, and genuine, not putting anything fake or bullshit in here, we're not getting too high up, because we are staying on the sky, because we're trying to stay in the sky and on the ground at the same time. Let me assure you, this delicate balance that I am tightrope walking between sanity and insanity is, I'll be honest, it's a challenge, but I feel like I have mastered it, to be honest. So overall, feeling pretty stoked on life. I honestly am. I am possibly happier than I've ever been. And it's not because I have anything extra. It's not because I have everything. If anything, it's because I've lost everything. And I've lost everyone I've ever loved is dead. Not really. I mean, I think you understand. I'm not going to press the issue any further. But my point is, I think I've run out of points. I think that's all my points for today. I love you. I love you. And I miss you when we're not together. And you're perfect and I love you. Have you fallen deeply, deeply in love with me? Are you like spiraling downwards and outwards and deeper into loving me? Into love with me? Good. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for loving me. It means loads. It all means loads. Like, I am so stoked at the numbers that I've been getting, like views wise. Any more would just be so much bonus. Like any more, anything would just be excessive, to be honest. So
sorry, mate.
Harsh, man.
Mate, I'm hugging you, they're hugging us.
Well, I've got a little bit of elevator experience.
Did you press a number?
Undercroft.
Well, how the fuck am I going to?
Wait, this one.
Undercroft. Hello?
Going down.
You're an angel, that's for sure. With some devil, hear you roar. But I like it, we on the floor. In my ear, be whispering. Used to have fun, now I'm bored. Do I miss you? Yes, of course. Think about that time when we stayed up all night talking. I could never let you go. Go on thinking about those secrets you.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel kind of uncomfortable. That's what else I want to talk about. Okay, so I feel kind of uncomfortable walking down the street filming away from myself because, you know, people are just trying to walk down the street. They're not trying to get filmed, and that leads me in that. What a perfect segue. I actually want to talk about homelessness because homelessness is very visible in Melbourne. I live in the CBD. I'm really stressed out about how my hair looks right now. Does it look better out or does it look like you don't care? Okay, cool. I want to talk about homelessness because homelessness is a very visible issue in Melbourne, like in the CBD. It's really bad and it's something that I think about a lot because there are a lot of homeless people around. I live in like the central CBD and every single night I go to bed thinking some people are sleeping on the streets. Sometimes I will see people on trams or just out in public and you know, it's a city, so people are getting arrested, people hooning, like there's mayhem all the time, like mayhem, chaos is normal here. And sometimes I will see people and they'll get out their camera and start filming homeless people, like just having a meltdown or something. I don't even know where to begin with how wrong that is. Like, what are we doing as a society? That's so fucked up. And so hopefully I can just shed some light on that being not acceptable behavior. What are we doing? Are we civilized human beings or are we animals? I read a book called The Divided Mind by R.D. Laing. He was a psychiatrist ages ago, he's dead now. And he wrote this book called The Divided Mind, and it kind of explains like the ins and outs of schizophrenia and of psychosis and of paranoia. He basically defines paranoia and psychosis as what it is technically is it's registering other people's eyes on you. It's registering other people's gaze on you as a threat. You know what I mean? If you know that someone is obviously not having a very good time, like if someone is very obviously sleeping rough or like having a rough time, then why would you film them? Like, you know that they are having a rough time. Why would you do that? It just seems like the grossest behavior I've ever seen in my entire life. Do you know what I mean? But then that's the other thing. We don't even look at them when we walk down the street. A lot of people, they don't even look, you know, they look away from homeless people because they don't want to see us. They don't want to, because I understand that too, though, because you're worried that maybe they'll ask for money or something. But I always make a point to like make eye contact and smile at a homeless person, you know? Because we can't just ignore people out of existence. That's dark as hell, you know? Are we animals? Are we human? Or are we dancers? Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. You know, these elevator rides are so long but I will often just sit down. But then it gets a bit awkward when someone else gets in on another floor. But to be honest, I'm getting pretty over awkward. Like, I don't have the energy for it anymore. I don't have the energy to be embarrassed. I really don't. So it's very freeing, it is. I feel good. Cause like, this is ages, right? You sit down too, this is ages. Guess what, we're still in the lift. Mind blowing, I know. When I think about the way that some people have to live, you know, like some people, I mean, not even paycheck to paycheck, some people are living on the streets. And I think about that all the time. It's kind of about changing, it's kind of like changing the direction of your view, you know? So that instead of facing in the direction of what is missing, you're facing in the direction of what is in abundance in your life. And when you look around and see all of the abundance that you're surrounded by, it's hard not to be stoked on life. One final thing, I want to read you a poem that I wrote just today. It's about my friend Cydnii, so it's called Cydnii. You are the unending pit of chaos, she'll go stumbling down. You are King Menelaus, messing Helen around. And though you have long forgotten, she will wait for you, and she'll stay up until sunrise, alone with the moon. Then she'll not speak a word of it, never complain, and you will do it to her all over again. She will sit for hours waiting for you to care, smoking and cleaning and feeding your dog, and you will not notice she braided her hair, overlook all the details through thick, heavy fog. She'll laugh at your jokes and she'll lick all your wounds, and you don't even know her mum's name. One day she will escape you, not a moment too soon, and you'll think of her in a new way. In the harsh light of day no one else will compare, you'll know now that you never deserved her. Then you'll spend your days wishing that she was still there, and you'll think of how badly you hurt her. And though you may distract yourself with other girls, they'll be only in love with themselves, and you'll think of the one girl who gave you the world, and how you put her through hell. Do you love it? I love it. I'm actually really happy with that one. Do you want to see my sad emoji? I do the best sad emoji. Hold on. My professor said it's perhaps too good, like DreamWorks made it. And I tend to agree. Very, very sad face. It's called very sad, very hard face. And you make it when someone's being very sad and very hard. You know, like if someone's like, someone's throwing out first world problems or whatever. You make very sad, very hard face because it's very sad, very hard. Very sad, very hard face. How cute am I? Thanks. Love you loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Where is my weight band? Oh, I don't know what else that I can do. I feel like social media and Instagram and stuff disconnects us a lot from ourselves and from each other. You know, like we need to remember that we are all one. We are all one with everything. We're all just vibrating in one like mess of energetic, fuzzy, glowy stuff. Floaty, glowy. I want to add floaty in there before glowy into that sentence. The way that I see homeless people being treated in the city is fucking disgraceful, to be honest. And I feel like we've gotten way too far from being able to understand what it's like to be in each other's shoes, because like people will throw hot coffee on homeless people. Will throw hot coffee on homeless people. Do you understand that some people sleep on the streets? And can you even imagine what that's like every day to have like, I have no money for food, no money for food, no, I don't have anywhere to live, I don't have anywhere to sleep. Like, can you even imagine what that is like? And then we just add to that bullshit. And the last thing that homeless people need is bullshit, and it's all we give them. It's all we give them is just bullshit on top of bullshit. And we wonder why they're sometimes violent. Like, is chivalry dead? Is respect dead? Dying? I'm stressed out.
Never revealing no secrets you're keeping. These promises strong as a spell. I'll never tell. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true, it's true.